Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you're new. Thank you for taking time out of your day to check the video out. We have more PlayStation news, rumors, and leaks to go over and cover today, starting with the latest PlayStation 5 system update that is rolling out now. It's the March 2025 update, and the patch notes are as follows. They say we've made it simpler to view details about activities. Activity details are now fully displayed on cards. Potential spoilers will still be hidden. Unicode 16.0 emojis are now supported. You can use them in your messages when you set the parental controls restriction level to late teens or older. Communication and user-generated content will now default to restrict. If you have previously set the level to late teens or older, your previous settings will not be affected, and it will be shown as customized. We've improved system software performance and stability, and we've improved the messages and usability on some screens. So not anything major here, but still worth, I think, highlighting. You know, a lot of people are going to be booting up their PS5s, seeing that they're going to have to download a new system software update, and, you know, might be wondering what exactly it's doing. I would say the biggest thing here probably has to do with the activity cards. Next up, we're talking about Intergalactic the Heretic Prophet. We have a new report here from Push Square, and they say it's been a rough generation for Sony's flagship first-party studio, Naughty Dog. While its survival horror series, The Last of Us, is more popular than ever thanks to HBO Max's superb live-action adaptation of the franchise, it hasn't actually released a new game since 2020. However, those hoping its all-new endeavor, Intergalactic the Heretic Prophet, could be out as early as 2026 are going to be disappointed. Bloomberg journalist Jason Schreier, writing on the Reset Era forum, has hinted that the game will not be ready next year, meaning we're looking at a 2027 launch date at the earliest. That means it'll be at least 7 years between Naughty Dog games, a far cry from the PS3 era, where the Uncharted trilogy and The Last of Us all launched within a single generation. Of course, the complexity of games has increased since then. Naughty Dog also lost a lot of time working on a multiplayer version of The Last of Us, which sounded wildly ambitious. It ultimately decided to cancel the project, explaining that the resources it would have taken to support it would have prevented it from making more single-player games. While it's understandable, it's hard to shake the feeling that this generation may end up being a wasted one. We're sure Intergalactic will be incredible when it eventually launches, but it's still more than 2 years away. It means we'll probably get one new game from Naughty Dog for the PS5. And so, yeah, this is the latest report that we are hearing from Jason Schreier. And yeah, Jason Schreier seems to have connections at Naughty Dog and seems to be in the know with what's going on there. And he's saying that this game is not going to be coming out in 2026, which I have to admit is a little bit surprising to me, because the way that we've been seeing Sony reveal their games and their studios reveal their games is revealing them much closer to release, usually within like a year or so. And what we're looking at with Intergalactic here, I mean, it's looking like it's going to be a 2027 game based off of what we're seeing and hearing. And it's obvious that Naughty Dog was pretty mismanaged this generation overall, but, you know, it is what it is. I guess the only thing that we'll have to really wonder at this point is going into next generation after we get Intergalactic. Is this going to be the norm, right? Is it just going to be that, hey, you're going to get one game from Naughty Dog every gen? That's going to be, I would say, pretty underwhelming if that's how it turns out to be. But you guys let me know your thoughts on that. We're moving to the next topic, talking about another PlayStation studio, Team Asobi and Astrobot. This comes from Next Gen Player over on Twitter, where they say Astrobot has now won 192 Game of the Year awards. Game Informer just announced their Game of the Year for 2024, and yeah, Game Informer came back. Game Informer pretty much got shut down, and it seemed like that was it, but just recently they announced that they're coming back in full force. They're going to have another print magazine, and yeah, it's almost like they never left. But with that, they also announced their 2024 Game of the Year being Astrobot, and yeah, just a huge, you know, I would say success overall for Team Asobi. 192 Game of the Year awards, pretty incredible. Moving on to the next topic, though, we have an update regarding Days Gone Remastered being reported by PlayStation Lifestyle. They say Bend Studio releases Days Gone Remastered in just 1 month, bringing new content and a fresh look to the 2019 zombie-filled open-world game. This includes brand new PS5 trophies, which the developer revealed. Bend Studio has confirmed new trophies are being added to its open world game Days Gone Remastered. A post on Twitter included a sneak peek of the new trophies, which may mean more on the way. However, the PS4 trophy list featured 61 trophies, and adding these would make 67, which is the number of trophies the developer states will be in the upcoming release. So, yeah, this is something that Bend Studio just decided, I guess, to announce now that we're just a month away from this releasing. And yeah, they did confirm that if you port your save over, your PS4 save, you can unlock all the trophies again and, pop the platinum and whatnot. But it is good to see that if you're going to be playing Days Gone Remastered, there are a couple of new trophies to earn. So let me know if that's something you're planning on doing. Moving on to the next topic, we're talking about GTA 6. This is a report from VGC. It says here at least 3 major video game publishers are prepared to delay their games depending on the release date of GTA 6, it's claimed. Rockstar's huge sequel is officially due to release this fall, and although it still does not have a confirmed release date, parent company Take-Two recently claimed it's on track. Market analysts are expecting GTA 6 to be by far the biggest release of 2025, and unsurprisingly, multiple major publishers are prepared to move their own releases in order to avoid it, according to the game business. Rockstar games always suck a lot of money and, more importantly, time out of the market, reportedly said the boss of one of the world's biggest game publishers. We don't want to be anywhere near that. We are working up multiple different plans for our titles. Another senior executive is said to have added to that, even without GTA, it's immensely difficult to find free time for new games to shine. Time is the real scarcity for us, not money. It's tough out there. A third AAA publisher based in Europe told TGB that its most significant concern is if GTA launches at the end of October or early November, giving it little space to maneuver its own titles. We don't want to launch just before or just after the game. If it arrives in late October, that means you either have to launch early, which a lot of people seem to be doing with the recent glut of summer release dates, or go later, putting you up against the Black Friday sales. Furthermore, TGB spoke to 2 developers of top 10 live service games, who suggested they would move significant updates out of GTA 6's way and out of its launch window. GTA 6 is basically a huge meteor, and we will have to stay clear of the blast zone, one studio boss said. We will nudge our releases back or forward 3 weeks to avoid it. Of course, the problem is everyone is going to do the same. So 3 to 4 weeks before or after GTA 6 are going to be a load of games dropping content in what they believe will be the safe zone. So yeah, this is a very interesting report we're getting that may not be surprising, but I mean, if you had any doubt that publishers behind the scenes are pretty much terrified of GTA 6 and just sitting here with us, basically waiting to find out when it's releasing, getting trailer 2, getting that release date, knowing when it's coming at the end of this year, it's pretty serious. I don't think we've ever seen anything quite like this. You really have to wonder who these publishers are that are saying this, right? And what games they're referring to. And even hearing about live service games saying, yeah, we're not even going to be dropping our big updates. We're going to be avoiding this. It's pretty serious stuff out here with GTA 6. So I will continue to keep you guys updated. But moving on to the next topic here, Assassin's Creed Shadows apparently broke a PlayStation Store sales record for Ubisoft, being reported by Push Square. With digital becoming an increasingly popular method for people to purchase games, PlayStation Store sales records really matter. Ubisoft will be elated to learn that Assassin's Creed Shadows set a new launch day record for the publisher on Sony's storefront, then according to data seen by VGC. We already reported on how the title has secured the second best launch in series history, behind only Assassin's Creed Valhalla, but we figured it was worth pointing out that the feudal affair appears to be Ubisoft's best ever day one PlayStation Store performance. It's always worth pointing out that digital sales have only been increasing since the last major Assassin's Creed game, and prices have also gone up, so that does make the record a little easier to break, but it's still a fantastic result for the French publisher nonetheless. All the data that we've heard about this game so far suggests that it's shaping up to ultimately be a success. Now, this I thought was worth pointing out for, the main reason that everybody I think was under the impression that this game was maybe not going to flop, but really underperform, right? Just not really do what it needed to do. And everything we've been hearing about it seemingly has been good in terms of its performance. But it is interesting to me that it actually broke a record for Ubisoft on the PlayStation Store. We did see apparently that it peaked. I don't know what the number was on Steam, but people were kind of pointing out, they're like, I don't know, is this like a really high number on Steam? Does it seem to be indicative that this game is struggling? But apparently the bulk of this game's sales, from what we can tell, came from consoles, specifically PlayStation. So yeah, just thought that was worth kind of pointing out here. But guys, that's going to do it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it informative. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe if you're new, hit the bell notification icon, and feel free to share the video out on top of all that. But until next time, guys, take care.